Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Hurley. I'm your judge this afternoon. We're in first appearance court. Today's the day the court determines whether or not there is probable cause for your arrest. We're not here for a trial. We are not here to prove that you're guilty or not guilty. It's not for today. Please don't tell us about your case. Understand you have the constitutional right to remain silent, but if you give up that right, whatever you say today can and will be used against you. Also, if you have a private attorney, when you're called up, let me know who that is. We'll contact your attorney and let them know that you're in court. Ma'am, in the very back, would you like to come up? Just stand right at the lectern there, ma'am. Tell us which case you're here on.
The name is Keith Jennison.
Keith Jennison.
Jennison, Your Honor, this is a reset from this morning.
I see Keith Jennison.
This is Kelly Jennison, Your Honors.
I know you didn't want to.
Hello, sir. Sir, you've been charged with a domestic battery, count 1, petty theft, count 2. Court finds probable cause stated their priors, Mr. Jennison.
One moment, Your Honor. I'm taking that right
Ma'am, will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay. Now, you can see the TV monitor. That's what I'm seeing right up there. So, now, ma'am, tell us your name.
Kelly Jennison.
And you are the, how do you know Keith?
His mother.
Okay. Well, don't worry, nobody's going to be mean to you. And we're all going to, really right now, what I want to do is just gather information and figure out what we're dealing with now. Tell me about your son. Does he live with you, ma'am?
Yes.
And I see that he's 18. Did he graduate from high school?
No.
How far did he go?
10th grade.
And did he get a GED?
He's trying to, but he failed twice. He had the test twice.
And was there any type of problem with him in high school that he didn't finish?
He has a learning disability, and I think he just kind of gave up.
Right, I understand. Is he employed?
No, he's had about 8 different jobs in the last year or so. He can't seem to hold a job.
What type of work has he been doing?
Sales, retail.
Retail? Okay. All right. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, first, Your Honor.
Let me ask, are there any drug or alcohol issues here?
Yes.
What would you say? Drugs, alcohol?
Both.
Both? What type of drugs would you think?
The marijuana that I know of,
Okay.
and the alcohol that I know of. Last time I tested him was about 6 weeks ago, and it was just the marijuana. I don't know if he's doing some synthetic drugs.
Now, does his father live in the house?
He does.
Okay, and
He had a business trip, Your Honor. That's why he couldn't be
So,
here.
yeah, he had to go on a plane.
now, are there siblings in the house also? And how old are those siblings?
13 and 15.
Is there any problem that Keith creates with them?
Yes.
What type of problems are there?
It's a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, a lot of pushing and shoving. He tries to get them to do things for him. He asks them to supply urine for him. He tells them not to tell me certain things about.
Okay, does he have any other family besides you and your husband here in town?
No.
No?
No.
Does he have any adult friends here in town?
I don't really know.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
No, and I can tell you, I spoke with Mrs. Jennison this morning. I spoke with Mr. Jennison. I believe there's a growing concern for both of them. While they do want the best for Keith and they want to see him get help, they have an overwhelming concern for each other and the safety of their family. The impression I get is this is a growing problem. Mrs. Jennison, could you tell the judge, has he made threats about doing harm to you?
Yes.
Could you tell the judge about that, please?
He said he would get a gun and just shoot me in the face.
How long ago did he tell you that?
Yes, the last day he was in the house. I tried to get him he's an outpatient.
Outpatient, what type of facility? Hold on. I'm just going to go sidebar for a moment because I think we're going to discuss some personal information. I don't want to go over the internet. Let
correct.
me ask, Mr. Jennison,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you have any money in the bank, sir?
No, not really.
Okay. Do you own land or property in South Florida?
I wish I did, but I don't, Your Honor.
Okay. And he has no criminal record, am I correct?
He has a related juvenile that he went through a diversion program on.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to set your bond today based on several factors. Number one is the level of violence in this case we're here on today. And the court has learned, and we weren't sidebar, we were being recorded. So the court heard some matters which give the court great concern for the safety of both of your parents and your siblings. And based on that court's great concern, and also based on the facts, alleged facts contained in the affidavit, the court's going to set your bond today at $10,000. The court will order a pretrial release with a GPS monitor. So your bond on count one is going to be $9,500. Count two will be $500. Total bond's going to be $10,000 plus pretrial release with a GPS monitor. The court will waive the cost of the monitor. The court will order that you have no in-person contact with Richard Jennison. You must stay 500 feet from him at all times. You're not allowed to have any contact in person with Kelly Jennison. You must stay 500 feet from her at all times. You must stay 500 feet from both of your parents, where they live, where they work, where they go to school, anywhere in between. You are not allowed to possess any guns, any weapons, any firearms while you're on release. The court will, ma'am,
I'm sorry,
how
sir.
do you feel about him having any kind of telephone contact with you or the father? Is that
Not at this time.
not at this
No,
time?
No.
Sir, you're not allowed to have any telephonic contact, no telephone contact, no email contact, no text message contact, and no indirect contact with either parent until another judge allows you to do so. Do you understand what I've explained?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And I'm going to order.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
no, I don't understand, that bracelet. How does that work exactly?
Well, it'll be affixed to your ankle, and it will ensure that you have no contact and you stay 500 feet away from your parents. Hold on one moment. Hold on just.
He thinks you're a danger.
So the court is further going to order that you have no contact directly or indirectly, and you must stay 500 feet from your siblings. Their address or their initials are SJ, Sierra Juliet, and RJ, Romeo Juliet. No contact with either of your siblings directly or indirectly until another judge allows you to do so. Now, I'm going to order that I'm going to suggest that he's taken up to the North Broward Facility Mental Health Unit as soon as possible, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Hold on, we're gonna go sidebar one more time. Thank you. We're gonna call the municipal ordinance cases. May I see Shaquille Rouse?
Main jail.
Hey, sir, you're here on a municipal ordinance violation. We have the city attorney here, and we have a special public defender here. Mr. Rouse, would you like to resolve this today? Plead no contest, case is over, you're out of jail. You want to do that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me ask, does he have a record? I hate to ding his record if he doesn't have one.
No, ma'am. No, I mean, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Well, if you don't have a record, I don't want to mark it up for you.
Judge, I believe he was picked up on a K-piece in this case. And
Right.
He was actually in diversion with the city.
Right, that's all right, Master.
He was in
I think
diversion?
I've already been appointed on this.
Are you appointed on this?
I think so.
Yes. State's been appointed on this case before. He got diversion that way. He just failed to show up for his court date, Judge.
Sir, why didn't you show up for court?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I forgot the court date.
All right.
And that's why I came and turned myself in because I forgot the court date.
How about I do this? I give you another bite at the apple. You go back to court. All right? You want to do that?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today.
Lord.
Now, here's your court date. March 23rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Is it Monday?
I think it's Monday, right? Monday.
March 23rd is which
Not,
day?
not March 23rd, Judge. Next week.
I-
In 2 weeks.
I have March
It's already said
23rd
on here.
You mean the 30th?
It's already said.
Yeah, okay, the city's not going to be there, Judge.
I'll be there, Judge. But-
Well, as long as somebody's there, right?
Yeah, I'll
But
take
Judge,
care of
no
it.
one's going to be there
Why?
because we're not working that week. We have a notice that nothing be set for the city during that week. It's spring break
Look,
for us.
let him show up and get a new court date, all right?
What court was it?
You know? Sir, be there March 23rd at 1:30 in the afternoon, all right? Next Monday at 1:30, all right?
Yes, sir.
There you go,
Thank
sir.
you,
You
sir.
got cleared through the courthouse administration and through clerk's office.
Thanks.
I'd like to have the office.
That's right. See this? There goes the world.
Okay, what about Angela Brown? May I see Angela Brown, please? Do we have her?
Never remember.
She's already being held on count 1 and 2. Do we know what 1 and 2 is? Ma'am, I'm gonna get to you next, all right? Right after these two, we'll take care of your case, all right? Excuse
He
me?
was here for Shaquille Rouse.
Oh, you're here for Rouse?
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
good luck.
Yeah.
I'll call you up,
Okay.
Miss Polish interpreter.
All right.
Take care, ma'am.
You'll continue it.
Go ahead, what about Angela Brown? What's count 1 and 2 up?
Count one, count two was a trespass, communication was failed, and it looks like she was in custody when this case is.
I know. What's the other guy?
This looks like all
Was
the
it-
charges. He didn't show up.
Okay. So I'm gonna release her on her own recognizance on these, all right? ROR. There you go. Okay, now what about Bradley Tartar?
Pompano Beach.
Mr. Tartar, you're here for consuming alcohol in public. Mr. Tartar, would you like to resolve it today? Turn on that mic over there for me. Hit the button. See the button right there? We should have a big button. There you go. Mr. Tartar.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been down here from Bowling Green, Kentucky?
I've been down here for 5 months this time.
Okay. Do you have any, do you want to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you understand the case will be over with? You plead no contest? No date? You're not going to have a trial? It's wrapped up right now?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you need me to appoint an attorney to represent you on this, or can you go without an attorney?
I can go without one.
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
Okay, I'm going to withhold adjudication. Thank you. How about Bradley Bowman? Hey, hold on one moment. There's a disturbance. Okay. Brandy Bowman.
That's North Broward, Your Honor.
Hello, Miss Bowman. You're charged with municipal ordinance, ma'am, alcoholic beverage violation. Would you like to resolve that today, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, if you plead no contest, the case is over with today. You're out of jail today. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Do you need me to appoint an attorney to represent you on this?
No.
Okay, how do you plead, ma'am?
Someone else with a pending case?
No contest.
Okay, I'm going to withhold adjudication. Thank you, ma'am. I think that's it. Am I correct?
Do it.
Thank you.
Guyton, I think, left too, Judge.
Am I able?
He might have been sent to the
I'm
division.
able.
Guyton was sick. I think we rolled Guyton over.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, we're going to take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. We're
Well,
back.
there's family. So you
The
should thank
court
me.
tried to deal with a crying child in the hallway, and it had absolutely no effect. So, well, I did my best, but it did not, absolutely had no effect on resolving the issue. So, that being said, may I see Rafal Doug Willowz-Nowick? Is I think at North Broward?
Is it for tomorrow, Your Honor? Because I have Rynick, Jen.
This was reset from the morning.
He's at North Broward, Your Honor.
Oh, we have him right here. And, ma'am, will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Polish, Polish to English, truthfully and to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You can tell us your name, ma'am?
Katarzyna Zieliński, that's Zielinski.
And you are the Polish interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, Mr.
Second.
Doug Willowz-Nowick.
Dzień dobry, pani Willowz-Nowick, witam pana.
Dzień dobry.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Sir, you have additional charges which have been placed upon you.
Ma pan dodatkowy zarzut postawiony przed sobą.
Count 2 is sexual battery, 3 sexual battery, well, 3 more counts of sexual battery.
3 dodatkowe zarzuty usiłowania gwałtu.
It turns out, Your Honor, the information you got this morning wasn't 100% accurate. He has not posted his bonds.
Okay. What was the bond on count 1?
15,000 with
15.
pretrial release of the GPS monitoring.
Okay.
He's scheduled for arraignment before Judge Singal tomorrow morning.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set count 2, 3, and 4 at 10,000 per count.
No, I know count one.
Proszę pana,
These
wystawiam
are
w tej
add
chwili
charges.
kaucję na zarzut 2., 3. i 4. w wysokości 10 000 za każdy zarzut.
And the court will place the same restrictions about no victim contact on the new counts.
Jak również ma pan zakaz kontaktowania się z pańskimi ofiarami z każdego jednego postawionego panu tutaj zarzutu.
Sir, you will see your judge tomorrow morning, and your judge can review what this court has done today. Thank you.
Proszę pana, jutro pan będzie postawiony przed sędzią rano i sędzia ten przejrzy dokumenty i to, co się wydarzyło dzisiaj.
Thank you.
Na razie
Yeah, but
dziękuję.
it still has the same bond. That's not the convenience bond. That's the bond that the court said.
Okay, I think we have one more, ma'am.
That's what I was thinking.
Judge Jan Rynick.
Yes.
Jan Rynick at the Maine.
This is probably the first time we've ever had 2 Polish
We just
speakers
got to
in
get him
one
to the
day.
judge tomorrow by tomorrow morning.
I don't think that's ever happened before. Okay, now. Good
Page 9
afternoon.
of the docket.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon.
Rynick.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Rynick was fairly freaking out when you read those charges. He thought you were talking to him.
Oh, well, you know, sorry about that, Mr. Rynick.
Przepraszam, że pan się denerwował, panie Rynick.
Your charges are a lot less serious.
Pańskie zarzuty są dużo mniej poważne.
I believe they are right, allegedly trespassing at a Waffle House.
Ma pan postawiony zarzut wchodzenia na teren Waffle House bez zezwolenia
And yelling loudly and not cooperating.
głośne zachowywanie się, głośne krzyczenie i niesłuchanie się nakazów.
Okay, so we Mr. Rynick, do you have some place you live at this time?
Proszę pana, czy pan ma gdzieś jakieś miejsce, gdzie pan mieszka w tej chwili?
Aktualnie mieszkałem w hotelu Red Roof.
I was residing at the Red Roof Hotel, Your Honor.
Is that where you'll stay tonight if
Czy to
you're
jest,
released?
jeżeli pan zostanie dzisiaj zwolniony, to jest to miejsce, do którego pan dzisiaj wróci i tam zostanie?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, all right.
Does he have any criminal record?
None that I know of.
Sir, would you like to resolve your case today? You could plead guilty or no contest.
Proszę pana, czy chciałby pan rozwiązać swoją sprawę dzisiaj? Może pan albo przyznać się do winy, lub też nie kwestionować postawionych sobie zarzutów.
The case would be over today and you don't need to come back to court.
Sprawa byłaby dzisiaj zamknięta i nie musiałby pan wracać do sądu.
W porządku, dobrze.
All right, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
all right.
Do you understand that if you plead guilty or no contest,
Czy rozumie pan, że jeżeli przyzna pan się do winy, bądź nie będzie pan kwestionował postawionych sobie zarzutów,
you will not have a trial.
nie będzie miał pan procesu sądowego,
You will not have your day in court.
nie będzie pan musiał się stawić w sądzie,
Basically,
Yes, tak.
you're saying that you want to end it right now and just walk away from everything.
tak naprawdę będzie pan mi mówił, że chce pan zamknąć tę sprawę dzisiaj i zakończyć ją i odejść już od tego wszystkiego.
Do you understand that?
Czy pan to rozumie?
Yes, yes, I understood. Yes.
Okay. This is a rather simple matter.
To jest bardzo prosta sprawa.
However, if you would like to, I can allow you to sit down and go over this with an attorney. Is that something you would like to do?
Jednakże, jeżeli pan zechce, mogę pozwolić na to, żeby usiadł pan z adwokatem, z prawnikiem, omówił kwestię tej sprawy. Czy to
But
jest coś, czym jest pan zainteresowany?
But you don't need to have an attorney. You could tell me you don't need one and you just want to proceed with resolving your case.
Nie musi pan mieć adwokata do tej sprawy. Może pan mi to powiedzieć, że pan nie potrzebuje adwokata i możemy kontynuować dalej tę sprawę.
Yeah.
I may have opened
Can
up
I
a
just-
can of worms here.
E,
Sir,
Wolę sam, może sam, myself, sam.
Co pan,
Sam.
pan chce się sam reprezentować?
Tak.
I want to continue on my own, sir.
okay.
I already talked to
So,
I
do
already
you
talked
plead
to
guilty or
Neva
no
about it, but
contest?
the
Proszę
major
pana, czy
screwed up.
przyznaje się pan do winy, czy nie kwestionuje pan postawionych zarzutów?
Przyznaję się do winy, ale nie całkowicie.
I admit my guilt, but not quite
That's what he
truthfully.
spelled, but I don't care.
Okay, I'll accept that as no contest.
Przyjmę to, że nie kwestionuje pan postawionych zarzutów.
Okej,
Okay,
tak,
now.
tak.
I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. That means you're not convicted.
Przyjmuję pana oświadczenie i wydaję wyrok w zawieszeniu.
And I just
Yeah.
ask, don't return to the Waffle House, sir.
Proszę pana, tylko proszę nie wracać do Waffle House.
All right?
Dobrze?
Tak, tak.
Thank you, sir.
Dziękuję panu.
Okej.
Okay, now.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Good luck. You know, you did two. Do I need to sign two or just one?
If you don't mind putting the other defendant's name on,
I don't-
because it was not on my,
Can you
I can write it in.
write it
sure.
in? Okay, merci. Nicole Enriquez.
North Broward.
He didn't speak with her.
Okay, that's fine. Miss Enriquez, please step forward.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Okay, Miss Enriquez, you've been charged with battery in a domestic violence matter. Court finds probable cause. Ma'am, do you still live up in, you live in Davenport, Florida?
Yes, I do.
Where is Davenport, ma'am? Which county is that in?
Polk County.
Polk, okay. How long have you been down here in Broward County?
For about 4 days visiting my mom.
Okay. And do you work back in Polk County? Are you employed?
I do no, I'm not.
Well, do you have any money in the bank?
No, I do not.
How do you support yourself? Where do you get the money to pay your bills?
Well, I'm living with my boyfriend right now and looking for a job.
Okay. Do you, thank you. Do you have children, ma'am?
I am pregnant right now.
Okay. All right. Now, she has no criminal record. Ma'am, who's going to bond you out of jail today?
I have no idea.
No? All right.
I do.
Let me ask, ma'am, did you have contact with the alleged victim?
I did, Your Honor. She said she was going to try to make it to court. I don't see her, so.
Did she say anything about the matter?
The only thing that I wrote down that she had said was that she was not pressing charges against her daughter.
Okay. Ma'am,
She's
when-
not pressing charges?
Right. Well, that's what the word was. Let me ask you, ma'am. You may have told me when do you plan on heading to Polk County?
As soon as I get out of here.
Okay.
Honestly.
Do you have is your boyfriend here in town with you?
No, he's not.
Okay. Do you have a vehicle? How do you get back to Polk County from here?
My mom.
Okay.
Do you want me to try to contact her?
Let me just look here. Yeah, could you do that for me? It says the mom may have had a broken arm. I want to find out what's going on with that. Well, one thing is, ma'am, while you're out on release, let me be very clear. You're not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages. I'm concerned to hear it said you were impaired by alcohol, and now I find out you're pregnant. That's probably not a good, probably not a good thing for the baby. The other thing is, ma'am.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna give it? All right, give me dog. What the dog? Willowz? Yo, Willowz? Yeah. Polish. All right, now. Well, we know he's not Irish. All right, now. Yeah, man. Have a good one. Twice now. I've been told or called Michael.
No.
Go where?
All right, State, what do you think?
Your Honor, I mean, bond's really up to you. There definitely should be no contact though, because whether her arm is broken or not,
I agree.
she was caused enough pain that she spontaneously shouted, "My arm's broke." I would imagine there was significant.
Ma'am, I'm going to do this. I'm going to set your bond today at $1,000 based on the level of violence. Facts of the case, I'm going to let you bond out. I'm going to order that. I'm going to allow telephone contact with Annabella Mota. I'll allow telephone contact, but limited to telephone only. Stay 500 feet from her where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or ammunition while you're on release. Thank you, ma'am.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How am I gonna get my stuff from her house?
Call her up on the telephone. Maybe she can drop it off somewhere for you. All right?
Alright.
Okay. Will you give me that on? Yeah. Luis Sardina.
Judge, President of Maine, we have an argument.
Go ahead, sir.
According to the probable cause affidavit, the alleged victim in this case was in fear that violence would have happened if she had opened the door. That is a future conditional situation where a future event is conditioned on a certain action. In that case, I would argue that it cannot be imminent. The law requires for an assault to be a crime that it be imminent. There is no imminent danger here, therefore there is no probable cause to hold him on an assault. I would ask the court to release him on his own recognizance on both counts.
And I would argue, based on the officer who was there, his observations about what was taking place upon when he arrived at the scene, that it is the possibility that he was going to be trying to kick in the door, Your Honor, which certainly could be imminent, Your Honor, or have a alleged victim have reason to believe it would be imminent.
Your Honor, I would just argue that the imminent kicking in of a door is not an assault. You cannot assault a door.
Wait. I heard both arguments. The court's going to handle it. This officer, I'm reading right from this officer here, loud screaming coming from the courtyard. It says that a white male standing by the apartment, yelling, screaming through the door at a person inside. He was in a fight-like stance, both fists balled up, feet spread, possibly about to kick the door. The officer felt this time the arrestee needed to be placed in restraints due to his hostile state. It says that the officer then met with the alleged victim. She was very upset. She advised she was afraid to let the arrestee inside her residence because he created in her mind a well-founded fear that violence would have taken place if she would have let the arrestee inside. Also, that he has the ability to do so. The arrestee believes that police involvement was not taken. He's unsure what the arrestee would have done next. You know what? It's probably more disorderly conduct, probably than anything. Is it assault? It's probably a very, very weak assault. It's probably arrested. What it appears is the police officer wanted to get the guy out of there. That seems like that's what it was. But that being said, I'm going to find no PC to the assault. However, the defendant will be held on a violation of probation on count 2. All right? So, ROR count 1.
Judge, what's the basis of the violation of probation?
That it's a
If there's no
948 violation.
I would also note for the record, Your Honor,
Go ahead.
the officer believed he checked off the box. He believed could be under the influence of drugs, Your Honor.
Right. Or
Judge, in order for the court to hold on a 948, he has to have violated his probation in some way. If there's no probable cause to believe that he committed an assault, then there's no probable cause to believe that he violated his probation. I would ask that he be ROR on that count as well.
Yes, sir. That's so noted, but it will that request will be denied. Number 1.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
There's
there you go.
just a new law, though. There's
Now,
a technical violation also. smoking on drugs is a technical violation.
Okay. Now, you see Christopher White, please? That needs to be reset for Wednesday PM. I think he's still in sick bay right now. LaShondra Gibbs?
Bonded.
Bonded? Okay, thank you. May I see Camilla Hadosi?
Judge, we need to go sidebar.
Okay.
Judge, I can relay that, Dale.
Hold on, we'll go
Unless you
sidebar
want
at
to
the
say.
request of the public.
North.
Okay, thank you. We're going to move to the next case. She's not there.
Yes.
Ma'am, the court found probable cause. I set your bond appropriately at $1,000. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Andler Similian.
President Domingue. Yes.
Edwig Gribkoff. Demetrius Davis.
Judge Andler, Similian, and Edwig Gribkoff have both declined the services of the public defender.
Similian, possession of cannabis, DUI, improper passing, disobeying a control device. Sir, how long have you lived down here in South Florida? I'm going to find probable cause.
I'm sorry?
How long have you lived down here in South Florida?
About mostly all my life.
What do you do for work?
I have a commercial license, a Class A. I drive a truck. I work for Atlas Party Rental.
Got it. I'm going to release you today without a bond. You don't need to put up a bond, all right?
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Let me just ask, do you still live on Seacrest Boulevard, 5 Delta?
I stay on 2861 South Seacrest Boulevard.
Is it 2851 or 2861?
61.
Okay, so I'm releasing you today. You're not allowed to consume the alcoholic beverages while you're out on release, all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, the second thing is, I'm sure that you want to get a temporary driving permit and protect your commercial license.
Yes, sir.
You only have 10 days to go out to the DMV in Broward County to to arrange to have a temporary driving permit, all right?
Okay.
Now, the address that you go to is going to be on the traffic ticket for DUI you're going to get when you leave jail. So when you're walking out of jail, they're going to hand you a group of traffic tickets. Look for the DUI. It'll have an address in Oakland Park. You only have 10 days to go out there, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Okay, what about Edwig Gribkoff? Possession of cannabis, count 1. Count 2, traffic. That count 2 is a operating with no driver's license. Give me a moment here. Yeah. So I'm going to set your bond on count 2 at $2,000. That's on the warrant. Count 1's $100. Thank you. Merci Demetrius Davis, Veston Madere, and Harry Pirot. Excuse me? Davis, violating probation, no bond. Thank you. Is that Davis right there? No? Where's Demetrius Davis? Okay. Where's Veston Madere?
He's coming, Judge. He's almost here.
Davis?
Mr. Davis is present, Judge.
Mr. Davis, violating probation, no bond. Thank you.
You're going to see Judge
Madere.
Robinson on Thursday.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Violation of probation, no bond. Thank you.
Thank you.
Harry
See the
Pirot
judge on Monday.
Or Perot? Harry Pirot? Sir, count 1 is petty theft. 2, using a fictitious personal identification. Count 2 is going to be $1,000. 3, false ID given to the police. 4, attaching a plate not assigned. 5, license suspended. 6, 7, 8, 9 are all traffic violations. 9, traffic warrant 250. Count 11, violation of probation on a misdemeanor, and that's no bond. Just give me a quick moment here.
Thank you.
Sir, on count hold on, let me look here. Sir, you were on probation on count 11 for a traffic criminal case for driving with an expired driver's license. Would you like to resolve that case today? You could admit you violated probation on that count only, and we'll resolve it today. You'll be off probation. I'll terminate your probation, revoke it.
1 second, Judge.
All right.
Judge, do you have a Danny Jordan from this morning?
I'll call it next.
Judge, he's amenable to that. Are we going to throw count 10 in as well? Since it's...
Hold on. Yeah, here's what we'll do. On count 9, you would plead no contest on count 9 to the expired driver's license case.
Count 10.
Oh, I'm sorry. Count 10. Plead no contest. That case is over with today. I'll withhold adjudication. Count 11, you would admit you violated probation. That will be over with today. I'll revoke probation, give you time served. However, you'll still have a $1,000 bond on count 2. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
So do you plead no contest on count 10?
Yes, sir.
On count 11, do you admit you violated probation?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand when you admit you violated probation, I'll revoke probation, the case is over with, you're not going to have a final hearing. Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you admit you violated probation?
Yes, sir. Your Honor.
Okay. Count 10, withheld adjudication. Count 11, I'm going to revoke probation, give you time served, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
you, sir.
Judge.
Here we go.
All right, yeah, we have Danny Jordan.
Okay,
this morning.
Okay, Danny Jordan. Danny Jordan. Danny Jordan, is he there?
Judge, he's in the infirmary. They're going to go.
Okay, it's going to be a minute. Here we go. Now see Julius Clark, Abelardo Garcia, and Bulent Erdem. All right, Julius Clark. Count 1 is cocaine, 1,000. 2, methamphetamine, 1,000. Sir, the court finds probable cause. The court will revoke your bonds. 15-2404 CF10, 14-16321 CF10, 14-16089 CF10. You're going to be held without bond. Thank you.
What about some type of a program, Judge?
Would you
Like
like
a drug
to go?
program?
You want to go in the drug program in the jail?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll sign an order for SAP. Thank you.
You're
How
welcome.
about
Good luck.
Alejandro Garcia, Abelardo Garcia?
He's present at the main. Judge, he declined the public defender.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Garcia, are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
Well, let me ask, sir. Possession with intent to sell, deliver cannabis. Count 2, possession of cocaine. Count 3 is a traffic ticket. Court finds probable cause. Are there any what? Garcia.
Not this guy. Is he? Wait, is he?
Excuse me.
Yeah, he is.
Arrest
Your Honor,
number is 361-5000-44.
and
I know his status.
I know.
this one guy.
I'm not showing that a bond has been posted in my system.
Well, I guess they go to feet.
State, let me ask you something. You know his status?
Yes,
He has a lengthy criminal record. Do you have a comment today about bond, or do you think these bonds are sufficient?
Your Honor, I don't think the bonds are sufficient because of his status, as the court is aware, he could face very significant, if this case is resolved with any type of incarceration, he can face very serious consequences.
Right. Sir, are you working at this time?
No, sir.
Do you have any money in the bank?
I never got a chance to put my money in the bank before I got arrested.
How much money do you have on hand?
About $3,000.
Okay, hold on. So the court's going to raise your bond on count one based on your lengthy criminal record, your special offender status, to $2,500 on count one. Count two will remain at $1,000. Thank you.
What's count one? What's count
Cocaine.
one?
We go sidebar just to
Hold
make a
on one
record.
moment.
But I've
We're
never
gonna,
had a cocaine charge in 11 years.
no, what's count
Right.
one?
Someone's possession of marijuana.
Possession with
Count one's
intent.
2,500, two's 1,000. All right?
Yeah, possession with intent. You got a felony
I
amount
know.
So they bumped that up.
Thank you.
because you're.
Count one's 2,500, two's 1,000. All right?
And I
Thank
just
you.
want to,
Okay,
I just
don't,
want-
you know, we have to start letting it air, all air out
okay,
on the
then
record.
we can go back on. I didn't know if you wanted to because you were saying about his status. I want to make it clear, he's a registered sex offender, and that's
He's registered sex offender from early 1990s.
that's what the concern was from. That's all. I just
Okay,
wanted to.
I got it. This has nothing, I mean, these charges, there's no indication
I
of,
understand. Yeah.
other than a possession of drugs. Bulent, Irdum. Bulent, Irdum.
You know, you're no,
Medlone,
Main jail.
Wednesday PM. Kendrick Callens,
North Broward, Your Honor.
Hello, sir.
okay, sir, count 1, 2, and 3, fraud, insurance fraud. Count 3 is fraud violating patient brokering law. State, are these file cases?
Yes, they are, Judge. These are not in custody.
Okay, I've heard the defendant's priors. Do we know the amount of the alleged fraud? Do you have any idea?
I can try to. Just give me one moment, rather.
Sir, how long have you lived down here in South Florida?
Forever, sir. The amount of the alleged fraud, there was no amount.
No, I know. Let me ask you, how long have you lived down here in South Florida?
All my life, sir.
Where'd you go to high school?
MacArthur.
Do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir. I'm disabled.
Okay. Do you have anyone who can help bond you out of jail today?
My mom can try to help me.
Okay. He's got some, a couple drug charges,
This is- yeah.
leaving the scene of an accident, a couple burglaries, cocaines. They're dated.
He was basically what it's claimed is he was an organizer and a participant in staged accidents to defraud insurance companies. Claims were submitted to Windhaven Insurance in the amount of $32,393 and Rep West Insurance in the amount of $1,029.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to let you bond out today. Your bond's going to be $8,000 based on your criminal record, the facts of the case, the amount of the fraud. You can bond out. Thank you. How about Simeon Jackass? Simeon Jackass.
Chakaz.
Chakaz, sorry.
Paul Ryan, Your
Sorry
Honor.
about
This is
that.
on the.
Sorry.
All
That's
right.
my bad. Sorry. Okay, sir, count 1. License suspended. Wow, I need to. All right. Sir, license suspended on count 1. That's an ID. Oh, no. You have a LDL. Let me look here. Okay. Sir, count 1. I'm going to set your bond at $100. Count 2, probation violation. That's a no bond hold, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I had took care of my probation. I want to know how can I get my license back? Because the only reason why they took my license because I was on probation, but I went and I took care of that today, so I'm not on probation.
Are you off probation now?
Yes, I took county time to kill the probation. So now I want to know how can I get my license back
Till
because it's
when?
only revoked for 2 years.
July 2nd?
Okay.
Oh, you're going to see your judge here in 30 days. You're in jail till July 2nd, all right? So your next judge can go over this with you, all right? Let me look. Hold on. You know what? I'm looking at this. It's actually pretty easy to get your driving license back. Somebody's got to go down to Dade County, but once they do that, it's expired. That's not tough to take care of, but you need somebody to go to Dade County and take care of a ticket down there for you in Dade County.
Oh,
all right?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
I apologize for that.
I don't know what he's doing here.
You know, I misspoke.
We got Danny Jordan, Judge.
I didn't get a chance to make the call. So they let me use the phone.
Mr. Jordan.
Judge, Mr. Jordan, you reset him from the morning so that he could call an attorney. Apparently, he wasn't given access to a phone.
Really?
So I don't know what he wants to do now.
You're being held anyway on 2 violations of probation. So you're going to be in jail.
Okay.
But here's what I'll do. If you'd like me to, I'll reset this matter for tomorrow afternoon, and I'll make sure the guards let you use the telephone. Do you want me to do that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So the bonds that are on the cover sheet will remain. But let me ask, may I see one of the deputies over in the jail?
We need somebody
Sir?
Deputy, will you ensure that Mr. Jordan has the opportunity to use the telephone?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Patrice, like, bring me my guards. Afternoon, yeah. Your Honor, I don't know if they're on the docket, so we had some cases that you reset from this morning.
Yeah.
For instance, I know we had Monique Woodley. You wanted me to look into her probation.
Okay.
Is it? Okay.
Okay, you want to call Monique Woodley now? Monique
we can
Woodley,
go in order.
please.
I'm sorry.
North per hour.
Your Honor, I looked in my system. I looked in Odyssey. The system's still showing that she's being supervised, but it could have been revoked. At this point, Your Honor, I don't believe she qualifies as a violent offender of special concern.
Right.
No matter what you do today, she's going to have to show up at her VOP hearing. I can note that the last time she had a hearing, I think before Judge Usan, he wasn't treated harshly last time she had a VOP.
So let me ask you this. Do you agree that she's not on probation?
I'm not certain one way or the other.
Hold on, ma'am. I'm trying to get
Because
to the
there's
bottom.
nothing, she had a hearing before, but there's nothing to show in Odyssey that it was terminated. You know, there was a warrant, but there wasn't anything done on it.
It was. I signed it. No warrant in court.
I understand. Hold on. Hold on. What I'm saying is, Your Honor, without evidence, and I don't have any at this point, that she is still on probation, I have no objection to an ROR. No matter what we do, she's going to have to go to her VOP. Ma'am, I'm going to release you on count 1 and 2. I'm going to release you today, ROR, okay? However, however, I'm going to order that you appear in court on the 23rd. Which day of the week is that? Monday. You have to be in front of Judge Usan on Monday at 9 a.m. Do you understand?
Is it all right if I get in contact when I get back home to contact Ms. Cristelli? That was my probation officer at the time.
But you still have to be in court. Still have to be in court Monday at 9 o'clock in the morning in front of Judge Michael Usan, all right?
No problem. Thank you, Judge Hurley.
Yes, sir.
Well, I ain't going in. I said I ain't going in.
Okay. Now, we've got Laflor.
Yes, I printed out a...
What are we going to do with that.
You wanted a report.
Thank you. Missy Gaston Laflor.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
President Domingue.
Hello, Mr. Laflor. Sir, stand by for one moment. I need to read something, and I'll be right back. All right? I was just given an additional document. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right. We're back on the record. Yes. Well, I'll let you all argue about or talk about that, but it's alleged. You want to look at this real quick? Okay. It's the defendant's girlfriend's daughters. So, and the defendant allegedly resides there. Go ahead. Now, that being said, State, the court will find probable cause to each and every count. State of their prayers on this gentleman.
Your Honor, the only thing I see is he was arrested. He had a theft in Texas in 2005, and he went through pretrial diversion for tampering with government record, license, or sealed type of fraud in 05 out of Texas. I can also tell Your Honor that I do have concerns that Mr. Laflor is a flight risk. I received information per reports from the detective on the case that during this investigation, Mr. Laflor was in Haiti. It appears that's where he's from. As you can see, he was arrested at the airport coming back into the country from Haiti, Your Honor. What I notice, one moment, Your Honor, and I don't know if he also resides in New York or has a residence in New York, because I see he has a New York driver's license. His Broward driver's license was canceled. It expired late January of last year, of 2014. So I'm not sure what his ties to the community are, and beyond that, I do believe he poses a flight risk returning to Haiti.
Go ahead.
This is a filed charge, Your Honor.
Yeah.
And
That really just comes down to bond issues, right?
it doesn't have to be family. If you are in a custodial role, it can also satisfy.
It could be like an uncle. It could be a grand.
And certainly, if they're maintaining a residence together, he at some point has.
Mr. Laflor,
responsibility
let me
for
ask
care.
you, sir. Let me ask. Do we have any information regarding bond or release ability to post bond on this defendant?
Mr. Miller, do you have any bond information regarding this defendant?
No, I don't. I can find it though. Give me a moment.
Sure. Ma'am, he's going to get an ankle monitor, right? Okay. State?
Yes, Judge.
Going to need a passport surrender?
Yes,
Not
Judge.
allowed to leave the Tri-County area, not allowed to board an aircraft,
Yes,
not
sir.
allowed to go on an airport property, boat, ocean-going vessel, port facility.
And
All right, Judge.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
So Mr. Laflor has been in the States since 1995. Most of that time he's been in South Florida, but he did move to New York some time ago. He's been back here for 2 years. He used to drive a taxi. He had to quit because he had to go back to Haiti to have eye surgery. He came back after the eye surgery. He has no money to bond out with, and he's hoping that his family will be able to come up with whatever the court requires.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, and what I can tell you with certainty, what was told to the detective is that when this was being investigated around in July, August of last year, Mr. Laflor was in Haiti, and now this case was filed, the charges were filed, the warrant was put into the system October 30th. So it would appear at a minimum from late October till now he's not been in the country, and it looks like before that, from almost a year now, he hasn't been in the country.
Sir, the court is, I'm going to just set the record where the court's going to set your bond where it is. The court's very concerned. You represent a danger to two young teenage girls. You've allegedly molested them. You've allegedly, on more than one occasion, molested them. The court is concerned that they have told not only the police but their mother that you've threatened to kill them if they've gone to the police or reported you to the mother or the police. The court's concerned. This is not isolated. This has gone on several occasions. The court also is concerned you represent a flight risk. The court does note when you were picked up for this arrest, you were picked up on a Spirit flight from Haiti when you went through customs. The court also believes you represent a certain danger to the victims in this case due to their unique age and their the court is or their young age, and the court notes that they're the ones who testify against you. So the court believes that if you were out, there is a certain danger to them, and the court will set your bond accordingly. Count 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be $25,000 per count. Your total bond is $100,000. You'll have pretrial release with the GPS monitor. The court will waive the cost of the monitor. The court will order that your passport be surrendered. You are not allowed to leave the Tri-County area. You are not allowed to board an aircraft or an ocean-going vessel. You're not allowed to go upon any airport facility. You're not, or airport facility. You're not allowed to go into a port or a port facility. And like I said, like the court said, you're not allowed to board a boat, ocean-going vessel, or an aircraft at any time. You're not allowed to have any passport in your possession while you're on release. Anything else? Thank you.
Nothing from the state, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor, you ordered no victim contact,
That
right?
is correct. Oh, I'm sorry. Come on back real quick, sir. I neglected to tell you one other thing. You're not allowed to have any contact directly or indirectly with the either alleged victim. I'm going to give you initials. Hold on one moment. WA, no contact with Whiskey Alpha. WA, no contact with JD, that is Juliet Delta, directly or indirectly. You're not allowed to have any contact with their mother. Her initial is YM, that is Yankee, I'm going blank here.
Mike.
Yankee Mike, thank you, Mr.
Finally learning them.
There's one other person in the military in the room who could help me with that. Yankee Mike, no contact with the mother. Yankee Mike, thank you. Oh boy, I got a lot on my mind. So it's hard for me to remember my alphabet and everything sometimes. So, or my, you know what I mean. All right, now, boy, I tell you, I'm still spinning over my mispronunciation of the man's name earlier. Okay, so, Mr. Are we ready to go into DeWitt Butler or?
Yes.
Okay, DeWitt Butler.
Your Honor, here are the.
Where is Mr. Butler? Anybody?
He's not on our docket. You need Butler?
Judge, he didn't make the afternoon docket. You want to see if they can find him or just reset him for tomorrow morning?
Let's reset him for tomorrow afternoon. How's that?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we'll do that. Tomorrow afternoon. Hold on. Marge, can I see you real quick? Sure. Thanks.
Drew, just so you know, I got them off Odyssey. They're right on Odyssey.
Okay, I'll have Marge make a hard copy for you real quick. Okay, I think we're ready to go on the second look.
Your Honor, there was also Rashid Linder.
Marge, can you make a copy for Mr. Atria? Thank you. Mr. Rashid Linder. Mr. Linder?
Well,
oh boy.
And I don't, Your Honor, I don't have him. We can reset for tomorrow. Well, you know what? He's got no bond account, so that's fine.
Reset him for tomorrow PM. Tomorrow on Linder. So.
Are on the docket. One is Mr. Slack on page 14. Although we don't have any paperwork, he's got a 1 through 5 as DUI charges.
Is he on the docket or not?
He's on the docket. It says no paperwork though.
So that means it's going to roll for tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. So we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Now.
And I have also one more. Mr. Black on page 8. And we do have paperwork for him. I think he just got skipped. Okay, you can go.
I'm out of paperwork. Do I have paperwork?
This is a first DUI for Mr. Black, according to the docket.
Do you have the file from Mr. Black?
Is this from this morning or is it now? Afternoon?
Mr. Black.
Page 8 of the docket.
Do you see him on the docket?
Yeah, we had him already.
Sure. We're gonna have to just make up a handmade.
I thought we did it already, Eric.
No.
We did it.
So you're charged with DUI, failed to register vehicle, attaching a plate not assigned, license suspended. Let me just look here. When asked, the defendant smoked marijuana, he claimed. Let me look here.
Just want to point out to the judge, we blew triple zeros. He volunteered to give a blood sample, so he was showing an extreme level of cooperation.
I understand.
Absolutely.
Sir, what I'm going to, do you still live on 8th Avenue, Apartment A in Dania Beach?
Yes, sir.
How long have you lived there?
About a year.
What do you do for work?
I'm an AC technician for a commercial company.
Okay, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today, all right?
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks, Judge.
Sir, here's
I'll
the
tell
thing. I have a feeling, from what I understand, they're not going to suspend your license automatically because they did a blood draw on you, and I think blood draws don't get the license suspended. But you may want to go to the DMV out in Oakland Park within the next few days and ask them whether they're going to suspend your license. I'm not sure they're going to do it. It may be just a safe thing to go out and ask about, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Take care. Thank you, Judge.
You want to hook that up with the Wick Butler? That paper. Now, may I ask you on LaShonda Gibbs, do you know what I did on Gibbs earlier, Gibbs?
Bonded.
Bonded?
Amazing.
Got it.
Think so.
Oh, boy. All right. What is this gentleman's name right here?
Jamal St. John.
He's on the 30-day motion.
Got it. State, did you file on St. John?
One moment, Your Honor. And then has not been filed. He's entitled to release.
Hey, Mr. St. John.
Your Honor.
Yes, go ahead.
You can inform him. Before he goes, one thing. If he could, on the record, just give an address where he would be or where he can get mail.
Mr. St. John, what address is
Yes.
your mail going to go to? Do you know?
Yes, to my mother's house.
What is that? What's that address?
10303 Sunrise Lakes Boulevard, City of Sunrise, Florida. 33322.
Do you have an apartment number out there? Unit number?
112.
112. Okay. You got it?
Yeah.
Well, it's on the record, so I just.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
We're done with me.
Okay, thank you. How about Avery Lawrence? Avery Lawrence, where are you, sir?
He's right here, Your Honor.
All right, sir. Is this 30-day or is this second one?
It's a 30-day. One moment, Your Honor. Okay. It has not been filed yet, Your Honor. He's entitled to release. If the court would inquire as far as his address.
So what's your address going to be when you get out of jail? Where's your mail going?
5820 Northwest 17th Place, apartment 302, Sunrise, Florida, 33313.
Thank you. You're released on your own recognizance.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. How about Marvin Fermenter? Marvin Fermenter.
You should be next.
Where's Marvin Fermenter? Do we have Marvin?
He's right here, Your Honor.
30-day stay.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, we've not yet filed. He's entitled to release, and once again, I would just ask if he could give his address where a notice can
Okay,
be
so
sent.
what's your address going to be when you get out of jail?
2331 Northeast 12th Terrace, or 33064.
There you go. Thank you. Take care.
So I'm being released today?
You're going to be released. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So my phone. Oh, never mind.
All right, what about Rasheen Stevens?
Conti, Your Honor.
This 30-day also?
Yes, Your Honor. He can be released. I just need his address.
Okay, so what's your address going to be when you get out of jail?
528 Northwest 17th Avenue, Apartment 1, 33311.
Here you go. Good luck. Thank you. Released ROR.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, let's go to, we have a misdemeanor, Selena Swan.
Here I am.
Where's Miss Swan?
Hi, Judge Harley. How are you?
Just fine, Miss Swan. Okay. Okay, Miss Swan, just give me a quick moment. What's going on? How long is Miss Swan? I assume this is a Sentinel.
Yes, it is. She was arrested March 12th. Patrice, did Judge Loren transfer her?
Was she?
I could have sworn,
You're right.
because I know there's a... Is there anything in the... There you go.
Okay, ma'am, your case was transferred to another judge. Thank you.
She retransferred it, Judge.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Thank you.
It was transferred to another.
All right, everyone. Is that a wrap? Is that a wrap? We're done. Thank you, everyone. Boy, we moved a lot today, didn't we? Correct. Okay, thank you, everyone. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 8:30 in the morning. Until then,
Hey,
we're
Bernie,
out
it's
from
Eric.
2:35.
Hey,
Thank you.